Well, thanks for coming back. And Carrie, you know, a district is only as good as its classroom teachers.
Absolutely.
And by the way, I don't know that everyone's aware, but we are the best large school district in the state of Texas.
Yes, we are.
So we have got the greatest teachers in the state. And we're thrilled to bring to all of you and introduce you to our district teachers of the year this year. First, Bree Welter. And Bree is an avid teacher at Ross Sterling Middle School, our district teacher of the year, secondary teacher of the year.
Thank you, sir.
And Kim Gray. God bless Kim. She teaches kindergarten. Highest respect for kindergarten teachers. And Kim is a kindergarten teacher at Greentree Elementary, and she is our elementary district teacher of the year. So Kim and Bree, welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Well, let me ask both of you to just share with us what caused you to enter the teaching profession? I mean, what motivated you to want to do this as your career?
Ladies first.
Nice. Put you on the spot, Kim. No.
Well, when I left high school, I hadn't planned on being a teacher. I thought I was going to go into child psychology, and the counselor at the university suggested that I try working with children in some capacity before I actually started psychology or counseling, because it might be difficult. You might be too attached to hear their stories that were sad or difficult situations that they would be in. And I agreed that that was probably a good idea, so I tried teaching for a while, and right off the bat figured out she was right. You do get very attached. It is hard to hear when they have sorrows, but it is doubly joyful when they have successes and they do well, and I was hooked.
That's all.
I never left.
Thank goodness.
That's right.
Thank goodness. Bree, how about you?
For me, I would have to say, I think it was something I've always wanted to do, and it took me a little while after college to actually do it. But I definitely had teachers and especially professors throughout my life that, you know, inspired me to be a better person, a better student, a better everything. And I think that just kind of stuck with me, and I kind of wanted to do the same thing. And it's by far the best decision I've ever made in my life.
Well, and our kids are the beneficiaries of both of your decisions.
That's
so
right. Very lucky to have them both in the Humble ISD classrooms. So, and Bree, it's interesting to hear you say how you had teachers that inspired you and that really mentored you.
Yes, ma'am.
And for you to come back and say, hey, I want to do that same thing. So I'm sure your kids love having you in the classroom.
I love having my kids in the classroom, so it works both ways. I really enjoy it.
Now, speaking of the classroom, tell me about some of the things that you're involved with, programs that you're involved with at Sterling Middle School.
So as the avid teacher at Ross Sterling, I'm really, you know, there's the opportunity to do a lot of different things. We take my students on field trips to colleges. One of the really cool things that we started is kind of like a mentor program where my former students who are now in high school come over every Wednesday after school to kind of mentor the 6th grade students that I have and 7th and 8th graders as well. We also take the 8th graders to Lakeland Elementary to do kind of a mentor thing. Same thing with the high schoolers do with my kids. My 8th graders do with the Lakeland kids. We do an air guitar championship as our fundraiser. Which
sounds fun.
It is unbelievable. You have to be there to experience it. I can't really put it into words how insanely awesome it is, but just come experience it.
You're going to have to let us know when that is.
First Thursday in March.
Okay.
Every year, first Thursday in March.
So noted.
All right. And we've done a Lakeland or a Wilson Road trash pickup project.
Okay.
And a lot of different service learning type things that really, I believe, make a huge difference in my students. So a lot of really cool things that we do.
Well, you know, Kim, he mentions air guitar. Now, I'm thinking you don't do that in kindergarten.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
But I have had the pleasure of being in your classroom more than a few times, and Bree, same with you. But the one thing, and I meant what I said, I mean, just kindergarten teachers, you all are, I mean, you're saints. It amazes me. It takes like 2 days into the school year, and all those little children have routines down, and they know what's expected. Silly question, but how do you do that?
I repeat myself a lot. You just have to set it, first you have to set it up in a way that's going to be successful, and that just comes with trial and error. And then you just have to model and reinforce and model and reinforce. And then pretty soon when they know that's what you expect from them each and every time, that's what they'll give you each and every time. And they follow each other's leads, and there will be leaders that show up in the classroom and they look around and they see that someone has not followed the procedure. They will go and help them and encourage them to do it the right way. So it does take a lot of time, but mostly it's just repetition.
It works.
You say the same
absolutely
thing a lot.
It does. It clearly works. Now, teaching is not an easy job. I mean, you guys, it's not 5 days a week, 8 hours. I mean, it is something that stays with you many hours every day of the week. You guys affect a lot of students' lives. And some of those days, I'm sure, are hard. Some are better than others. But obviously, you each probably have those success stories, those times when you said those aha moments, like, this is why I'm a teacher, this is why I got into a profession. Can both of you first, Bree, share one of those success stories with us?
Okay. I would have to say one of them for sure is a student, and I'm pretty lucky. I'm able to follow my students 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. And so one of my students, she came in as a 6th grader, very timid, very shy, just, kind of in the background. And through Avid, we worked with her. And by the time she was an 8th grade student, she was president of student council, just a total leader throughout the school, and really had grown and developed so much as a student and as a person. Just blew my mind. And I became really close with her family. I went to her quinceañera. Her mom adopted me as an honorary family member. I've had her 2 sisters come through, and now she's in high school and top 5 in her class, just doing amazing things. And that really just it's hard to put into words how much that means.
Gave me goosebumps.
Yes, ma'am.
That's awesome.
No, that is great. Kim, how about you?
I don't think I could pinpoint one particular. There's so much success every day when you're looking at a kindergarten classroom. I mean, it might be that you use the right letters in your name for the first time, and that's a big success that we celebrate. I think probably I would have to say, just when you see what you've been modeling, and not necessarily academics, but kind of like what Bree was saying, when you're teaching them how to think outside of themselves and how to go help someone else or fix a need when they see a problem, or donate things to people who are suffering. When you see them being compassionate little human beings, I think that is the most successful feeling. When you either hear them repeat what you have said in the classroom in a kind and caring way, or you see them with their actions, that's big for us, because we know that they're on their way to being productive citizens and the kind of person you'd want to work with, live next door to, be a friend of.
Well, both of you are truly the best of the best. You are blessings to our school district, more importantly to our kids. So thank you so much. Congratulations again on being this year's District Teachers of the Year. A quick shout out to Randall and Sherry Reed of Planet Ford. Thanks to them and United Airlines, District Teacher of the Year Bree Welter is driving a new car. Completely donated, totally donated by Planet Ford. Again, Randall and Sherry Reed. And Kim had a pretty decent vacation this summer in Sedona.
I might argue with you that I got the better gift. It was beautiful. We had a great time.
Well, awesome. You both are deserving of so much more. And thank you both for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
All righty. We will see you again soon. Stay with Carrie and I. We'll be right back.